Analytic and process writing. Analytical and process writing are important because of how informative both types of writing can be. Many writing instructors will give assignments in which this writing is used. Thus, knowing the ins and outs of process and analytical writing may be beneficial. Hopefully, this presentation will give some insight into what is meant by analytical writing and process writing. The importance of analysis and process writing. If a writer is able to explain a process to an audience in a clear, understandable way, knowledge can be conveyed that may help readers. Additionally, if a writer is able to analyze an article in a magazine, an idea, or a problem at work, solutions can be developed which may benefit individuals. For these reasons, understanding how processes operate and understanding how to analyze something can be valuable skills for both writers and audiences. Two types of processes. Part 1. Directional process. Generally, there are two types of processes: a directional process and an informative process. Writers who choose to instruct readers about a directional process outline step by step how to do something. Whether the writer instructs his or her reader how to upload a YouTube video, run a virus scan, change the oil in an automobile, or how to get to a movie theater across town, directional processes should be clear, step-by-step suggestions. Make sure no steps are skipped as the process is outlined. With directional process writing, the emphasis is on the process and its entirety. Two types of processes. Part 2. Informative process. Conversely, with an informative process, the emphasis is on the steps. How did we get here? What leads us to this point? These questions are pertinent when writing an informative process essay. Make sure plenty of analysis is done with each step so the audience is thoroughly informed as to not only each step, but how the steps relate to each other. Analytic writing. Informative process writing is very similar to analytic writing in the sense that it gets in tight with each step in a process, breaking the process down into smaller parts so the entire process can be understood. For example, an instructor may assign a paper in which students are challenged with analyzing a written argument. The instructor may have students break the argument down into its parts. For instance, what's the argument's claim? What support is given for the claim? And what implied ideas are important to understand, or warrants. Comment extensively on each part of the argument with the purpose of determining if the argument as a whole is persuasive or not. This is just another example of how knowledge of analytic writing can come in handy. Have fun and enjoy writing.